What's good? What's good is Knowledge Born. This is the Knowledge Born the Truth Show. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about my book, Divide and Conquer. Divide and Conquer builds on the Willie Lynch letter, which passes down to the Willie Lynch syndrome, which is present today. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the making of the nigga. A lot of people don't understand that the black man was something that was created. The nigga was something that was created. And all of the above of what the Negro, all this was creations of America. Like, yeah, the black man brings about pride. The black man brings about solidarity and understanding of culture and all of this, which is beautiful. But the making of the nigga is more powerful than the making of the black man is. But the making of the nigga came from the white man. And I don't think we understand that within the black race, is that what we label ourselves today and how we run around in the mind frame of deaf, dumb, and blind, lost to purpose, lack of ambition, lack of direction, lack of vision, was all something that was given to us by people that hated our existence. So in my book, in the first paragraph, the ghetto, as we learn, is a thickly populated slum that is inhabited by minority groups that are socially and economically restricted. Who is this minority group? In the eyes of white elites and poor whites, they are characterized as niggas, which is a person who is economically, politically, and socially disenfranchised. So, in order to make the nigga, you have to strip away all the functions as far as like being involved in society, being involved in economic gains, being involved in social gains. So the nigga is the person that's stripped of all that and lives in kind of a savage way. So like people always wonder, man, how can these little dudes run around and kill each other and, because they living in a nigga mentality? How can we destroy our community? And that's what I speak on all the time. Like people put these basketball programs out here and they say, oh yeah, we're gonna give you a job that pay you $16 an hour. And we're gonna give you all these, low level opportunities. But if my mind frame is messed up, then I'm not even able to envision that. I'm not even able to see opportunities in none of that. Even though they low levels, you can still advance yourself in them directions. And so like that's what was created when they brought about, the making of the nigga, is my mentality is so broken that I can't even see when a door is open in front of me to go through. But I can complain about it. I know how to do that well. But I can't see it because my mentality is broken with this niggerism. And so the only thing I know how to do is rob, cheat, steal, scheme, you know what I'm saying? Do all of the above when it comes to trying to survive. And all of the above is detrimental to myself and to my people and to my community. And so the Willie Lynch letter, that was the plan, is to give black people the nigga mentality and to recycle it through generations. So it constantly goes. So when, they have a kid, this is all they know, nigga mentality. And then that kid has a kid, this is all they know. It's because you can't teach somebody something that is beyond them. And that's what's going on today's time. There's so many people with this mentality in these ghettos across the nation that it's hard to ever say, man, we gonna rise above this. Because they did something that was so crucial that it makes it hard to say, a young man, a young woman, we need to get it together. We got to get on our stuff. You can't even comprehend that because you living in his mind frame. His mind frame, like, man, I'm not on that. I don't care what you're doing. You can go with all that black stuff, black power and all that stuff. I'm like, you know, most people not trying to hear that when they stuck in that nigga mind frame. Because all they can do is, you know, pop lane, get high, kick it, you know, see ops across the street. Y'all, you live on 17th, you live on 16th, now you my op. That's all they can understand. It can't go any farther than that. It's people that didn't reach success on a monetary level that still couldn't break away from the nigga mind frame. It's rappers right now in jail that were millionaires that still was infected by this mind frame. King Von made it out of the city of Chicago, made it out, but he still lived in that mind frame. He still wanted to, you know, play them streets because he had the nigga mind frame. And like I said in my book, the, you know, socially disenfranchised, economically, politically, socially, mentally, like you are disconnected from the normalcy of seeing elevation. Because there's no way that you have like buildings. When the Robert Taylors was up in Chicago, these buildings made hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. But yet people still lived in poverty. You have buildings that's making millions a month. But you know what was bought with it? Designer clothing that was cheaply made overseas. And somebody put their name on it and said it's worth thousands. Vehicles, Cadillacs, Mercedes-Benzes, stuff like that. Jewelry. But yet, still living in poverty. When you have a race that thinks on a normal functioning level, if you're making millions of dollars a month, they take that money and they make it make more millions of dollars a month. And they take that money and they make it make more millions of dollars a month. They don't spend it on shit that depreciate. And see, that's the making of the nigga. Once they made that nigga, he's stuck. He would never elevate above a level of intellectual thinking. Because it's cats in the ghetto every day that's making nice money off illegal activities, but they making nice money that could change their life. And it takes one thing to take this money and invest it in here, start a business, buy some houses, buy some real estate, put it in the stock market. I mean, the beginning of this country did it with dirty money off slavery. They took money from slavery and built this country up to a juggernaut. But for some reason, the nigga mind frame can't get past that. They can't see how to do that. So instead of how to do that, they get caught up in what society told them they need. You know, Forgiatos and Ruchis and A8s and, you know what I'm saying, Benzes and stuff like that. But you live in a broke down, ran down house that's rented. Or if you do own it, you pay 20 G's for your house, but you pay 70 for your car. And like, it's backwards. But it was all strategically done. And in the Willie Lynch letter, which I have at the back of this book for people that's interested in reading it, the Willie Lynch letter stated, man, like, I'm gonna break this, man. I'm gonna break their mentality for generational cycles. He said close to 300 to 400 years. And he did it. It's obvious in today's time. He didn't not fall through on his promise. He did that. He made a mentality that for hundreds of years that to come that's gonna be broken. And if your eyes is open and your consciousness is awake, each generation keep getting worse and worse. And why is that? Because Willie Lynch taught each generation to give the next generation some bullshit. And yeah, you got the preachers and you got the older people that used to play the streets that now they see it trying to help out. But it's a losing battle. And it's a sad battle because a lot of little young brothers and sisters are out here dying too soon, mentally and physically. So it's like no answers to what needs to be done. And I'm not one to give the answers because honestly, I don't know. But I know what I see in all cities across the nation, Chicago and Miami and Philly and Milwaukee and all of the above. I know what I see. And it's the same mentalities in all these ghettos. You can go to the south side, you can go to the north side, you can go to the west side, you can go wherever. It's the same mentality. It's just a different side of town. So let me know what y'all think. And if y'all want to get a copy of the book, Divide and Conquer by Knowledge Born, punch that in on Amazon, get you a copy, and let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm Knowledge Born. This is the Knowledge Born, the True Show.